Hi Virgo, I have a message for you. We're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to pull one overall to see at least what we're talking about, and then we'll get into the tarot to clarify from there. Flow, interesting. Taming the wind. Taming the wind is about taming the thoughts, taming the kind of brush fires, taming the energy that starts something and doesn't complete it, which is interesting because that is not a Virgo. A Virgo is the one that really gets to the details and gets those things done. So what is this about, Virgo? It seems like with this flow card coming in that you might be co-creating with spirit. So Virgo, left to your own devices, you are free to write 100 lists and check them all off in order. But if you're co-creating with spirit, it's going to require a little bit more flexibility. And that's what I feel like this might be about. Let's get into it a little bit. Interesting. There's a lot of energy here. So you might be working with not only your guides, but to me, a creative energy is an energy of its own. When something wants to be created, it finds the correct creator through the form of thought or ideas or inspiration. Okay, let's see what we can figure out here. This does seem like a project you hold dear to your heart because there's so much water here. The Hanged Man. Okay. Judgment. This is lovely. Virgo. Spirit is asking you, whatever this is, whether you want to make a move across the country, you want a new house, you want a new life path, you want a new career, you want a new responsibility. I don't know what is coming up, but Spirit wants you to get a different perspective on it. I'm also, and there's a 2 there, so it's the idea of balance and working together. I'm almost feeling like you're going to make it harder than it needs to be or something. That Spirit has worked this magic in there with you and for you. Okay, let's see what it is you can't see. Okay, interesting. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Well, now I know what that's about. Night. You might feel like you're a bit stuck in the dark night of the soul or uninspired or not sure where to go. What you can't see is Spirit is working out a direction of which you can move forward abundantly with protection is what I'm hearing. Spirit wants you to know that you don't have to control every aspect of this and you will be provided for. But what Spirit really wants you to pay attention to is to follow the direction. So do you know how Spirit talks to you? How does Spirit bring in signs and symbols to you? There is a dialogue with which our own higher self tries to guide us in our everyday life, in the manifest. Tell us about this direction, Spirit. The Fool. Okay, Spirit. I love Virgos, and I just really, really love doing this. Queen of Cups in reverse on the bottom. So you might be a little bit emotionally unbalanced. You know, you can't follow your heart if you don't lead with your heart. The Fool here, look how she's just jumping off that cliff. Spirit's saying, I got you, but I need you to go with the flow. I need you to follow my direction. I have something. This is the thing. As humans having a spiritual experience, we can have the best intentions for ourselves, But we will never dream a dream as beautiful as the one that Spirit wants to prepare for us. And Spirit is asking you to trust that, to follow, to move forward with faith. Okay, interesting. So I asked how to move forward. Tell me about this. How do we move forward with active faith? Dam came out. What that means is, because you're thinking so logically, which is your strength, I get it, you're not getting into your feeling state. The Queen of Cups in reverse is the dam. That was what was on the bottom. So Spirit's advice with that is to start a pranayama practice. That means a breathing practice. Now, yes, you breathe. I got it. You breathe, right? And 555 just came on the time. So that is part of the biggest challenge here. Now, one of the things that the heart chakra does, we follow the heart chakra and we live the best life. That's the flow. That's the following direction of Spirit. That is the Fool, and that is the new perspective. When we hold emotion back, it gets stuck basically in the lungs, even in the arms and the hands. The fourth chakra, one of the best techniques to cleanse that area is pranayama, breathing control. You can look that up on YouTube free, or just lay down, sit up, whatever you got to do, and take big deep breaths. In for a count of slow 3 or 4, then out for a count of slow 3 or 4. If you want to let go of anxiety, longer exhale than inhale. Spirit is telling you that is going to start to activate the heart chakra once you mobilize that repressed energy within your body and let it go. Right? We intentionally know this is true. That's why we tell people, man, take a deep breath when they're freaking out. Spirit is telling you, please start a pranayama practice. If you have any questions about that, you can always put it down below. Let's see where you can find support currently, besides the breathing practice. It's free. You can do it anytime, anywhere. I feel like it's really vital for you to live a harmonious life. Receiving, you are receiving the support from your higher self. This is the same girl. One of them with her eyes open, one of them with her eyes closed. This is the 3D, this is the 5D, this is her higher self trying to lead her through intuition, through signs and symbols from Spirit. Remember, these are not gender specific in any kind of way. You are receiving support, and I keep getting this message for you. How is it coming in for you? The more you see and recognize it, the more you can get. Okay, let's look at that. Where can support be found, Spirit? The moon, again. The moon is about kind of this fog or this confusion, but it's also about your intuition. So I do feel like you are really connecting with either your higher self, your guides, your angels, whatever you believe that is. And Spirit is asking you to please lean into that more. Strength wanted to come out. Spirit also wants you to loosen your grips on trying to control the outcome and change, because by loosening your grips, that is what is going to show you and prove to you that you are supported. I'm hearing, can you just let itself work it out, right? Just let it work itself out. Oh, it's so interesting. Okay, let's see if there's any advice from Spirit. What should you be focusing on? Advice from Spirit. We'll do a couple for this. This reading was kind of short because it's It's clear. It's very clear. And I feel like Spirit is being very clear with you as well. So if you are seeing these signs and symbols, those are there for you. Say it. Say it out loud. There's something about you speaking things into being or being spoken to. Getting messages through the spoken word, I'm hearing. Freedom, and it's coming up in reverse. So that is a symbol to me that one of your biggest challenges right now is not feeling the sense of freedom that matches how free you actually are. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. This is the same thing. This is the idea of allowing Spirit to prove to you that you are protected. And this isn't by not doing anything. You still put one foot in front of the other and work on the things that you need to secure your place in life. But Spirit is back here giving you direction to where you need to go. Okay, anything else? One more I'm hearing. 1111. You might get messages in doubles, so you might keep your eye out for that. Illumination and patience. Look. Oh, that is beautiful. So Spirit is really asking you, and look, there's that kind of fog again, to really use your intuition and be patient, because there is a path that is laid out before you. So try to make that communication with Spirit by recognizing the signs and symbols that are placed for your benefit. I hope this was helpful for y'all. Love y'all.